Oh, what's up, party people? So today's session is a bit of a weird one, not in any major way that's going to affect you, the lovely viewer, but simply that this afternoon it is my friend John's birthday, and John lives in London. So I am having to catch a train to and from London. What that means is that my gym session today is happening rather earlier than I would usually have it. So I am getting up. I've had to do my laundry, have my breakfast and everything, which is it's not been an issue at all. I just need to catch the 1:30 train or something like that, and it's currently 11 o'clock. So I need to get on and get to the gym, where I will then do gym things, which is today it's just volume, bench and back accessories. So it's nice. The only thing I need to pack is my bench shoes, which I've now done. I've got my camera and my mic and my stand. I will chuck my water bottle in here also, and I think that's about life sweet now. But yeah, it's literally just shoulder and back accessories after this. So it's not anything difficult. It's also only 180 for a few sets and reps. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a bit of a short one today, just because I need to get on and do shite. But I'll see you in the gym for top set. Catch. Alright, we've got top set now. So the quad last week was 3x4 at 7, which ended up at 187.5. Today the top quad's at 8. Now, given I'm also benching on deadlift bar because the stiff bar's taken, I figured 192.5 is about right for the top quad, and we'll see. Keep sliding, so that was more of a Larsen press than an actual bench. The back cramp to go along with it. Alright, we've got a multitude of back offs now. I think we've got a double quad back off and then a quad after that. Trying to stop this bar from killing me is an interesting one.
So sometimes like easy to get it up, you widen the nose.
is bench done now. So having my feet slightly closer forward, like my heels in line with the end of the bench, is definitely touching back on how bench used to feel. But now we've got 3 accessories. We've got seated dumbbell press, lateral raise, chest pull row. I'll see you for those. All right, so that's the end of today's session. Yeah, it was an interesting one. I had to end up benching on a deadlift bar just due to unseen circumstances. But it actually taught me something quite nice about my leg drive, just making sure that it wasn't too far away. Obviously, I am the preacher of get your feet in front of your knees, but I definitely felt like I could load into my quads slightly more when I was just a little bit less feet in front of me, especially with the issue I have of my leg drive basically like causing my feet to slide. Having slightly less of an angle just meant more force was going into the ground rather than along it, just because my leg drive is too powerful for too slippy a floor, which is, oh no, what a shame. But yeah, I mean, it's literally just like bench volume and accessories. Hit a 192.5 quad at 8. I'll call it a sandbagged 8. It did turn into a Larsen press pretty much because my back cramped up and I lost all sensation of a leg drive, but could have been worse. And now I am off to London to go see John for his birthday. So happy birthday, John, you slaphead. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I felt quite good in terms of like physique because we had dumbbell shoulder press and then laterals. So my shoulders I felt looked pretty wide. And then, yeah, just chest supported row. To be fair, it is the one thing I'm struggling with is like the chest supported row for this day. I think I'm going to do like, I call them Dan bench supported rows because I had a mate called Dan Rowley, shout out Dan, back in Oxford. And basically it was an incline bench. The cables were here and you put one arm on the incline, grab the cable and you pull like that. And I think I'm a lot more stable and therefore a lot stronger on that than on the kind of like double-handed machine that I was trying to use today. But no, all in all, a reasonably good session. Nothing crazy, pretty mellow, but you know, it is what it is. We stay in the pocket. And I think that summarizes the end of this week. My quads are in pain. That day yesterday was bananas. How much quad, just how much leg was in it. And yeah, I really hope my trousers still fit me at the end of next block. But that summarizes the end of this week. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all for the next episode. I've been the Bench Viking. I hope your lifts stay big, your stretches stay small. And I'll see you next time. Catch.